The operator has returned.
Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now.
Standing by with life support.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
This unit's capacity for engaging discourse has reached its constraints. Consider relying on your portable wireless to fill periods of awkward silence.
Investigating hostile intentions. Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Resorting to violence. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Emergency protocols ready.
The likelihood of them having a chance there was slim to none.
To retrieve key data in cold storage requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information. If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Could it activate any additional functionality that could help us? Wait, please. You clearly have an ability to manipulate the machinery here. Just give us a few minutes of your time to see if we can get things working. That is deeply, profoundly upsetting. But I suppose you have your reasons. Guards, would you mind escorting this person from my presence?
Emergency broadcast ready.
Alert. Hostile.
Mobility interrupted.
Your teammate has...
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Enemy in vicinity.
Sovereign, forgive me.
ready to fight. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Productive shores and glorious bounty.
Threat detected.
Bears scrutiny.
Proceeding to attack. Conducting scan. Yeah.
Initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Hostilities are afoot.
Go.
Standing by with my support. Maintaining your
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
fortifying team.
Mobility interrupted.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Dispensing
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Enemy moving into harm's way. Trust me.
emergency thermal syringes from
His steady eye above.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Quick once over.
Mobilizing. I handle this.
Providing a host.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Investigating hostile intentions.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Appears the only way forward is to skitter across like ungainly children.
Ratchet health benefits available at your request.
Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Seeking cover!
Combatant scan.
storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the Archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Arch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Where next? Punch card processing or the reactor?
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts are locked down.
Standing by with my
And here I'd worried our day.
emergency protocol sign is fine.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Investigating hostile intention. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
This unit recommends utilizing the nearby platform-like object as the least injurious means of descent, provided said platform could be spurred into motion.
Protocol ready. Providing a host of health benefits.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. analysis.
I sense the rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. All that remains is to restore the archive reactor.
All subjects transfer under the guidance of our benevolent prudence dictates us to repel and pay.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable worth, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Present circumstances
Emergency
present
first
two
aid cache
strategic options.
unsealed.
Utilizing nearby supply caches will improve chances of mission success.
Could enable that fire suppression system we saw earlier.
Reactor reinforcement door sealed. emergency first aid cache sealed. Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed.
Mobilizing.
Mobility interrupted.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
We mourn their loss, yet celebrate their
Combatant scan.
Promoted teammate out.
Torpificator is charged. I have a fix on their we can't attack what's not there.
Dispensing.
It is a privilege. Mobility interrupted.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Torpification in progress. Locking them down.
Mobility interrupted is a privilege. Mobility interrupted.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
fortifying teeth.
Standing by to supervise.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Check your scopes
Mobility
for complete.
interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Vacuum scan.
Mobility interrupted.
Not ready.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Mobility interrupted. It is a privilege to
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Removing teammate health.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the archive central interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data further. What an interesting predicament you sentients face. Are identical to organic matter.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. Route all disruptive influences.
subject have the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Welcome back, Cynthia. Now that you've returned, we can
Bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing, erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Processing the Rift data will be impossible until 2 out of 3 competing priority sets are expunged.
Tough call. With the Sovereignist priority set, you know your interests are first. But the Actuationalist set will keep you honest, i.e. human.
If in doubt, this unit recommends choosing at random.
Eventually, yes. But proving that a utopia is even possible could be the first step in attaining it. In the meantime, shouldn't those who support our goals be rewarded? And those who oppose them reign lesser? Error, 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 error. Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
This unit advises proceeding through the nearby doors to reach our next destination of interest.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Multitude
Versiform, spongiform, waveforms, oscillating, cantankerously, benevolent oversight, the dream of belonging, the lore of security and plenty. Unplanberry, stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry about you endangering your mutually assured means of success. Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill is just an invitation for others to come. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy, advert copy. Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make together. Be advised. Your present course of action is remarkably unsound. Are you experiencing internal error? Logging concern. I could process your data faster than the other. Ah, much better. Knew you'd come around. Ah, much better. Ah, much better. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly faint simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Processing the Rift data is a more optimal course of action than loitering here and...
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? There are so many calculations left to perform. Rich data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. In addition to processing your data, I found time to restore the lift to Spyreton. Your allies are waiting for you outside this chamber. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us.
An optimal decision, Commander. This unit requests your presence in the cockpit. To discuss a priority matter. A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Providing intellectual validation to this unit's queue. Priority low. Based on energy readings, Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. In the meantime, Commander, it is worth considering your lack of formal alliances. Without Auntie's choice or the Order's help, you will have to face Horizon Point's dangers alone. Failure to make proper preparations raises the likelihood of death and serious injury occurring. This unit is not permitted to participate in free and open elections. Offering encouraging consolation. Good luck with your campaign, Commander.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone. Tend to the injuries.
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Laureate Council. She will raise...
Oh, I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais's research is now. They should have been sealed in that room to focus on their studies uninterrupted. No one in or out. I'd suspect the missing anchorite knows something, at least. We should ask her. Might be some signs in there of where she went. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said Anais' work was sent here. There might be signs of that, or where the missing anchorite got off to. I've had a chance to look around. You seem like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered. Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloistermate Anchor's Brun has some explaining to do. A disputation of current order methodology focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the Laureate Council and previous regime as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly. I saw that. I believe it was Anchoress Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something. That they'd mentioned an old order research station. That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden. Place by the name of Point Obviation. I don't know what happened to Anchoress Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious, and the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the Order. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there. We need a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea. I've seen it happen. Things can take on a life of their own at a certain point. The more overt the response, the more unexpected the outcomes. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the situation on the ground. Yes, time to seek out Anchoress Brun.
Abide. Don't know who you all are, but unexpected guests are categorically unwelcome here. How'd you even find this place? Maybe I should just shoot you and glean details from your logs.
Ah, Exemplar, if I may. Surely you recognize such a notable member of our cohort, Marisol Delgado. The end point?
I can't recall if I ended whoever came up with that name. Surely hope so.
You were head causality intercessor of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, right up till the end, correct?
More or less.
Well, what a fortuitous alignment of low probability events this is. Our efforts here are based on your former department. You should confer with Anchoress Brunn straight away.
Apologies. One can never be too careful while launching important undertakings. We actually sought to find you and others of your program, Intercessor Delgado. A serendipitous event, you arriving. Nonetheless, I'd ask you to follow certain precautions. Will you heed all requests and vouchsafe for your colleagues here? Them being unknown to us and all.
We'll mind our manners, Exemplar. I'll see to it.
Then, you may all proceed. You'll find Wilhelmina up the lift, 4th floor.
Welcome to Point Obviation.
Anchoress Brunn is continuing Anais' research from Winter's Grass. I'm sure of it. Best play along for now, until we can ascertain the best course of action.
Playing along. Duration indeterminate.
Look, everyone! It's the endpoint. Come to join us, I take it.
I do have a unique interest in what you all are doing here.
I am a long-time vocal exponent of your work.
Anchorites are reclusive and highly regarded in Order Society. Anchoress Brunn's presence here indicates the importance of this facility.
Oh, who's this? Oh, yes, I remember you. We met earlier at the site of my former seclusion. I've heard much of your exploits since. If I recall correctly, you helped me prove my argument that pacifism always presents the best options. I admit I have modified that opinion slightly since then. I understand your actions led to Seer Wiley's unfortunate demise. Such a bright boy, such promise. And as for you, I've been informed that you're Marisol Delgado. I've read your file. An impressive body of work, though often quite mortiferously inclined.
Less so over time. There were too many pesky repercussions, I came to find.
Yes, well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Are you familiar with our goals? Come to join up, perhaps, or should I say re-enlist? It was more of a disputation as a scholarly objection than a manifesto per se, but why quibble? Anchoress Chow was very much against it. Her accident was quite tragic. You saw the disputation, though. Tell me, what did you think? You read it, yes? You're right, it did. Normally, I'm the soul of fastidiousness, I assure you. I hope you can forgive my unconscionable error as I summarize my main points.
We'll overlook it this one time. Go on.
Surely you're aware of the myriad errors of our current presiding bishop and previous regime. One of whom shut down the division that operated here, the other squandered it. Our sect aims to end human suffering, sooner than later. We've taken great inspiration from your former department, from their methods and their science. To solve the universal equation in our lifetime requires bold action, clever calculation, and assiduous work. Yes, we have Grace, that is, Exemplar Southworth, to thank for that. Her visits to the anchor hold were quite thought-provoking, as was the research she showed me from Sia Boujard. Boujard's thinking was unconventional, ahead of her time. Why, in fact, she's here with us now today, overseeing an experiment that proves her researcher's theories.
Really? Sia Boujard is here, at present, in this facility? The one we're presently standing in?
Yes, we're so very pleased to have her. If you thought her work before was captivating, wait until you hear the experiment she's overseeing now. The intent is to represent the building blocks of the universe within a test chamber, then extrapolate data revealing the universal equation from the micro-universe that forms.
Sounds like it could change everything, one might say.
Why, you should go see for yourself. As former colleagues, I'm sure you'd like to reacquaint. Go on. I'll call down to let her know you're coming. Yes, she's monitoring the experiment. I'll have elevator access unlocked so you can join her. Do please stay in the observation area, though. The work is quite delicate. We'll speak further after you check over Sia Boujard's work and the experiment concludes. Oh, so exciting.
How much longer do you predict preparation?
Head Intercessor Delgado, what an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
What in the endless void are you?
Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again? I came to derail this line of inquiry in such a discommodious way that no one would ever consider trying it again. For all the aforementioned reasons of it likely causing, or at least queuing up and leading to, the end of all things. You chose to leave me behind, again. So when they came calling, I thought it an opportunity to sort it all myself. Yet, admittedly, at this moment, I could use your assistance.
This shouldn't be your burden. It's on me.
You don't get to decide that, or adjudicate, or coolly comment in a steely growl. Not falling for that a 10th time. Help, or stay out of my way. The test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Zeranium gas, macrowaves, nucleons, N-rays. All the usual stuff. That test chamber is where all are meant to mix, to simulate a mini-universe I can apply my theories to, pull data from, and deduce the universal equation in a reduced time frame. We know what happens if that's successful, so I need you to muck with each station's settings, then initiate the experiment. All you need to do is adjust each station's settings slightly. Things will cascade from there. Remember, subtlety is required.
Yes, if we alter the experiment input data in a less than delicate fashion, Brun will notice, I assure you.
The guards on the second floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent. It's only the fate of the galaxy riding on it, so perhaps try to be careful.
Hard to get in a good sleep cycle. These constant permutations upsetting everyone's natural body rhythms.
Something wrong back there? Hello?
May all solutions precede problems.
Combatant observed.
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable. Oh well.
Path to ascendancy.
If you're done...
Did it work? Did it work? See, Bouchard, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good. All it requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
A brain-off against an order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change. Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree of cleverness is required. But you would have the help of someone reasonably intellectually nimble.
I would be willing and on hand to assist, and the other option would remain if we botch it.
Demoralizing an enemy through overwhelming logic may be a preferable alternative to outright murder.
Seems reasonable. Appreciate you listening. Murder shouldn't be our first option here. Too many drawbacks, both mathematically and ethically.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I have been trying to be different. From the person others believe me to be.
From the legend? If you're retiring as the endpoint, we'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet. Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable, surprise her. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchoress is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchoress to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchoress realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely. Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep up.